All right, here we go. Tuesday night Knicks. Knicks on the second half of a back-to-back. Game number 3 of the 5-game West Coast Gauntlet. Coming off a heartbreaking loss in crunch time to the Utah Jazz, Knicks go to the Mile High City to take on Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets. And, hey, it was a nice start. Shout out to Julius. You know, he definitely brought his A game throughout. Fournier had his moments. But that was it, man. Because once the reserves came in, the Nuggets would open up the floodgates and pretty much not look back, man. 80 points scored in the first half, and Denver just coasted. Knicks would cut it into the lead in the third, cut into the lead in the fourth. Yeah, it was a little, nice little useless run. But in the end, Jokic, Bones Highland, and them boys would just not be stopped, man. Knicks get their pack smoked. 132 to 115. 4 straight losses in a row. 10 of their last 12. Just can't get right. But what do you expect against the Denver Nuggets, who the Knicks rarely beat? And it was going to be a tall order on the second half of a back-to-back against Nikola Jokic and those boys who are fresh, just off of washing the Nets up by 30+. Knicks found themselves down by as much as 27 points in this game. And like I said, man, after Bones Highland and them boys opened it up on the Knicks bench, you pretty much knew that's how the night would go. Nevertheless, they made it interesting. You know, Julius, RJ, Fournier made a little bit of a run in the third. They cut it to 12. Nuggets went back up 7-0 run, bring it back to 19. Quickly in the second unit, cut it to 15. And that was pretty much it. Good job by Obi as well, man. 132-115. This is Knicks post-game live presented by PrizePicks. CP the franchise, CK2K in the building. CK, give me some thoughts on this game, man.
Oh, man. I wish I had more thoughts. I wish I had more thoughts, to be completely real. We were just bad. And you bring up a good point. Regardless of who's in, who's out, we have a hard time playing this team in Denver.
Yeah.
So that's already one of the things that's going against us. And we started out strong. It looked good. This starting five has had this 3-game streak of all playing a completely different pace of basketball that we're not used to seeing them do this season. But then we just, come back to reality, and this time a little bit sooner than the last 2 games. And the bench, the Bones Highland, like they just went off from even JaMychal Green, man. I feel like he's always somebody that finds a way to kill us every time.
I always wanted him on the Knicks, man.
Me too. Yeah. Oh yeah, JaMychal Green is steady vet, but yeah, he went out there, killed us. But yeah, Bones Highland was the one that a lot of people were excited about, and he's been fun for Denver, and it wasn't fun to watch on our side. I feel like we got beat at our own game from last year, where the bench squad just put us to sleep. But man, it's just crazy. It's just absolutely absurd to see this happen. I mean, it's expected. Unfortunately, we knew this Western Conference swing was going to be rough. It has been nothing short of that for sure so far. It doesn't get any better with Golden State coming up on Thursday, but man, I don't understand what's going on with these nice starts and then these very lackadaisical finishes. Tonight I'll chalk it up for injuries and missing players, but even then, like the second unit is not coming in and giving us anything. We can't get it all together at one time, it seems like, this season at all, but we got to see some faces we want to see. Jericho Hive, got to see some Jericho Sims minutes, which I thought was fun, but I mean, didn't really result much. Cam Reddish, back-to-back games, 14 minutes again tonight. Only took 2 shots, missed them both. Did make his free throws. Like you mentioned, Emmanuel Quickly was a tad bit better today, but still, to me, I don't feel like he gave us much. We got a nice step up from Burks, but that was about it off the bench. Obi Toppin gave us some good minutes, but yeah, it was a nothing game against the Denver Nuggets. Mike Malone played with us a little bit and sent his starters out to just finish the job, which I felt was a little disrespectful, but I get it.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately we saw what happened at the end with RJ Barrett. So it just felt like an overall bad night, man. It was rough.
Lose RJ to a potential ankle injury. You don't know the severity of it, but he went down literally as the clock struck 0. in useless minutes in the game.
70 minutes or 70 points down.
17 points down. You know, it's just, look, injuries can happen at any point of a game, but in a night where you could tell he was laboring after playing 43 in Utah, had no legs.
Yeah.
I just hate to see that, man, at the end of a game to lose our guy like that. Again, we don't know the severity of it. Is he going to be out? How long? We don't know. Maybe he's back on Thursday. Who knows? But, you know, clearly he was tired out there, man. I just hate to see that. I definitely hate to see that.
Did you see the injury?
I turned my eyes because I was disgusted by that point, and I just seen him down on the announce table. So I'm like, damn, I didn't even see how it happened.
Yeah,
you know
when I watch the replay, I don't even understand how it happened.
Yeah.
which is what I don't like. That's the part that worries me, because I thought he just stepped on someone's foot, but then it was the other foot. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. I hope it's nothing big. But yeah, 35 minutes tonight after playing 43 minutes last night. You know what I mean? And he wasn't even, like you were mentioning, he was laboring tonight. You could tell he was just tired. On top of being in Denver, he was tired. He wasn't RJ Barrett tonight, but we still played him the most minutes. And we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it's not anything bad. Too bad. No
question, man. No question about it. Nuggets third in the league in shooting percentage, man. 47%. They shot 54% from the field tonight. 54% from the field. 41% from downtown. One of the most efficient offenses in the league, man. It runs through Jokic. You know it's a problem. They cut. They move off ball. The backdoors cut you to death. And they just carved the Knicks up. That offense, I'm jealous of that offense, man. I wish our offense would take a couple pages out of their book, because they are just relentless. You got to be on point. You got to see the ball seating you, man, as Clyde would say, or else you're going to get picked apart, man. It's the same thing that happened to us at MSG. Zeke Naji was poking his head out a little bit here and there. I was like, oh, man, I was catching nightmares again as Zeke Naji came. He had his moments, but it was really Bones Highland, man. 14 points in the second quarter, man. Was carving quickly up, carving Kemba up. Got at Burks in the second half. Did get Kemba real greasy. I didn't like how they did Kemba like that, but,
man.
Man. Yeah, Bones Highland had it cooking, and it was really against that second unit. And it's a second unit that's been struggling. It's been struggling mightily to score, especially since losing D. Rose. Obi stepped up tonight. Give credit to Obi. I thought Obi had a solid night off the bench, 4 of 8 from downtown, 1 for 2. I thought he was really attacking the rim and doing a good job of it. 11 points for Obi. I thought he was solid. You got 2 from Sims, 2 from Reddish, 14 from Burks, 5 from Quickly. But, when it really mattered most, we couldn't keep up. We could not keep up. The bench that was typically a strength of our team is now really struggling to get it together. I think a lot of it has to do with, Quickly's responsibility at the point. He has made progress there over the year, but, his primary skill set, his shooting, is just not there. It's just not there. 2 of 9 again tonight, 0 for 5 from downtown. Need Quickly to let it fly, but we need somebody that can, take that pressure off him. Right now, it just hasn't been there consistently. So, the second unit once again struggled. I thought that, again, can't blame Julius for this one tonight. Thought Julius was on point. His energy was on point. He pushed the pace. He was facilitating well. It's a great game by Julius. 28 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. I thought he fought hard from beginning to end tonight. Really can't put much on Julius tonight. Fournier had his moments. Efficient night, 8 of 16 from the field, 4 of 10 from downtown, 21 points for Fournier. And as I said, RJ, you could just tell he really didn't have much legs. 7 of 19 from the field, 18 points.
For sure. I agree with you on the Julius Randle take. Yeah, this isn't a night where I'm looking at him, pointing at him. I feel like, my thing with him is beyond the stats. That's been my go-to all season long for him. Like, how's the effort looking defensively? Because I feel like that's what he did last year. It was just a perfect all-around game. Like, on top of him having the stats effort-wise and just, the defensive stops and stuff like that, I feel like the last 3 games we've been seeing that show up a lot more consistently compared to the rest of the season. So, I'm not looking at him. But, the big thing that you're pointing at was that, the Quickly thing, those backup point guard minutes. I mean, we're already not really getting much from the starting point guard, looking at Kemba Walker, and then to the backup point guard. You see Alec Burks looks better when he's in that role he's supposed to be at, when he's playing that backup too, when he's playing his position. But then again, we didn't really get much help on the point guard position from Mayo quickly. So, you know, I he's young, so I'm not going to sit here and be like he needs to be moved Thursday, nothing like that. I'm not going crazy or anything like that. But you can just definitely see that he's going through the lumps of the season right now, trying to take all that workload of being the backup guy when, you know, Derrick Rose is not in right now. And it's been, you know, a rough week to almost 2-3 weeks for Mayo quickly for sure.
Growing pains, man. Could very well be a sophomore slump. You know, could very well be a sophomore slump. As you said, normal, man. He's had some ups and downs as a playmaker, but the shooting has been off pretty much all season. You know, really hasn't had you know, that quickly game that we'd like to see from him. So unfortunate there. Again, didn't expect to get a W tonight. Came out the first quarter okay. But
let's be real.
Yeah,
no.
Everything after that was just outright disaster. So that's what we have there. 132-115. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We're going to talk trades as well tonight, man. Couple trades going down in the league that don't involve the Knicks. But we'll talk about the ramifications and the impact that it may have on this team going forward. We'll definitely talk about that. Lots of blowouts in the league tonight, bro. I caught an L on PrizePicks tonight. It was blowout city everywhere. So no team was spared. You know what I mean? Not even the Knicks. And that's got blown out as well. But either way, salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CPCK2K on the ones and twos. We got 1,300 people here in the chat. And I want to shout out First Lady Sports, $10 Super Chats. He says the Knicks lost their point guard of the future twice. Didn't draft Haliburton. Couldn't trade for him. It's sad. We'll talk about the Haliburton thing. Willie Cruz says Tibbs is a career-ending coach. Why are the starters out there at the end of a blowout? And Mont Blanc Nolan says it ain't all bad. We could be the Kings, guys. All right, so Mont Blanc Nolan putting it in perspective. Okay, all right, let's get to the phones, man. Dan from New Jersey. Dan, kick us off, bro. How you feeling? Dan going once?
Okay.
How you feeling, bro?
Hey, man, I just had to take out the AirPods real quick.
All right, good move, my guy. Good move.
Listen, man, watching RJ go down in the last sentence is not what you want, man. He really needs to like get this into his head, man. He's a stubborn guy, but this is ridiculous, man. This is a guy that's had a history of like criticism for overplaying guys, and you know, like Derrick Rose is a testament to that to this day. You know, that little injury he got, you know, the first major one, I don't think he should have been on the court when that was supposed to happen. I'm pretty sure that's what the narrative is, but listen, man, even when Julius plays well today, even when Evan Fournier plays well today, you see what happens. We get blown out by the Nuggets, man. It's time to blow this up. We got to blow around the young kids. We need a young boy movement right now, man. We got to extend Mitch. We got to keep IQ. I know we're going through something, but you don't trade a guy when his value is at his lowest. You got to build around RJ. You got to make sure you get that top 10 draft pick. Come aboard. We tanking, baby. We on it. Let's go.
Dan from New Jersey starting to tank up. He said, forget about everything else. Roll in the tanks. My man's got his fatigues ready. He got the helmet. He's laced, man. He's ready to roll. He is ready to roll. Here's what Tibbs said on the RJ injury. He says there's no update. But he said on why he brought RJ back in the game, he said he sat most of the fourth. We got it down to 13, and we wanted to see if we could make a run. Okay. I mean, look. I mean, he was right. Look, quickly and them did cut it. They did cut it. I think it was 15. I don't recall it being 13, but I think it was 15 for sure.
Yeah.
So then he did bring in the starters, but. They didn't cut it to single digits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure there was a point where there's like a minute left in the game and you still down doubles. I mean, it's a tricky
Denver
situation.
took out their stars at that point, so it's like, right? What are we gonna do?
What are we doing?
I mean, yeah, pull the trigger.
You gotta take him out the game, Tibbs, man. There's no excuse for that. Sam on the Discord. Sam, go ahead and mute your mic, bro.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing today?
How you feeling, Sam? You sound better than yesterday, man.
It's only because it's expected.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it sucks. So, first thing to mention, 124 minutes in the last 3 games which means 25 minutes on the bench. And then RJ walks out with a sprained ankle. I don't know how that makes sense. Plus, we're down 17. Why is he in the game? No, because Tibbs believes in playing the last minute.
Yeah.
That sucks. All right. Again, defensive coverage. We're playing drop coverage, and then they pop a mid-range shot when you have a guard that could obviously shoot.
Yeah.
Then we want to do blitz coverage when Jokic gets in the pick and roll. And then that leaves weak side to rotate, and you know they're going to be late because all they do is ball watch.
Wide open.
We saw a lot in this game. Just a lot of ball watching. It just these different coverages that we're supposed to be throwing out. I don't know what Tibbs is thinking. I don't know what the game plan was. Apparently, no one read the scouting report on how to cover that. And then to get down to the point guard position, Kemba will be Kemba. Burks is struggling, and then Quickly struggling. By the way, I do have something to say about Quickly.
Mm-hmm.
We're expecting a second-year shooting guard to play the point guard position, which he
right.
hasn't played since high school.
Yeah.
And we want him to do it in the best basketball league in the world.
Takes time, man. Takes time, you know?
Right.
Takes time.
And now I know the chat is going right now, but we have one on the bench. Okay. Say McBride gets minutes. What's that going to do? You guys are going to we're going to hold him to the same standard? Because once he's going to start doing that,
that's exactly
what are we going to do?
This is the thing.
Start complaining
This is the thing, though, Sam. See, like, to play the kids Hive, also want to see them play well and win, or else the coach gets the blame. So he's damned if he do, damned if he don't. I understand it, though. Kemba was trash tonight. You do want to see McBride get in some minutes.
Yes.
Does Tibbs trust him right now? Clearly not.
Mm-hmm.
No. Clearly the trust isn't there. And at the same time, IQ's struggling. You know, that whole second unit got ran out the gym. Ideally, what you want to see there is you got to try to, you know, I know RJ didn't have it tonight, but you got to try to stagger it where you got either Julius or RJ, you know, out there with that unit. Not necessarily Burks. Because they really didn't have a guy that could, you know, get them some reliable buckets. Especially when Bones Highland was cooking. Second unit was looking for an identity out there.
Look, we're in a weird situation right now. Now, there's 27 games left in the season. I counted.
Yeah.
we're in a struggling position. It's tough because Tibbs is the coach. At this position, I say, what do we have to lose? Try McBride, but Tibbs doesn't believe in that. He really thinks we're going to win.
Yeah.
I personally think that McBride should get some burn. See what we have. But with 27 games left in the season, you know Tibbs' mindset is on winning. We're not going to get that. And that's so tough to see, especially on a squad where we have some actual youth that could actually play. But it's extremely tough when you have a coach like Tom Thibodeau who wants to win games. And especially since the reports coming out that Johnny Bryant or anyone else on the bench isn't getting no say in the offensive scheme of this game, that's troublesome. Johnny Bryant studied under Quinn Snyder.
Yeah, that's a fact.
The Jazz are doing decent with tensions between Mitchell and Gobert. Look, I know you got more calls to go tonight. Good luck. You got some tough calls.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, Sam.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Sam.
Appreciate it, man. All right, let's go to Edgar from the BX. Edgar, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. My main thing is the identity. Identity. I feel like this team has no identity. We don't know. Tibbs doesn't know what he's doing with whether to play the young, how to mix it in, with Cam coming in. It's just identity crisis on this team.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Gibson shooting threes. Burks is running point quickly. It's just identity. I don't know what's going on with shout out to RJ, shout out to Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
They're balling. But I feel like I don't know what I'm gonna get every night is something else. I don't know if who's the 1-2, is it Julius, is it RJ, who's Batman, who's playing Robin. Fournier, he's all over the board. I don't know if I'm gonna get 19 from him, if I'm gonna get 9. With Cam's minutes, he's looking like he's not motivated.
He's looking lost, man. Listen, Cam is a long-term project. People gotta like pump the brakes on him. Like again, this ain't Paul George yet, man. He's not Paul George yet. People got to take it easy with the kid. Let him get his feet wet. But he's looking lost out there, man.
Yeah. My main thing is identity. I don't want to hold you guys up. Yep. I know you probably got like a list of people. Shout out to Mitch. Shout out to RJ. And I see Obi playing for the minutes, man. He's going hard.
Yeah,
have a good night, y'all. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the call, Edgar. Obi went hard tonight. Definitely like Obi's minutes.
Yeah.
I thought Obi was solid tonight.
Yeah, as soon as he came in, you could tell he had an agenda, and it was, it helped us out. I rarely see Obi top and attack the rim as many times as he did tonight, and I feel like it, helped us out. And free throw line, everything was effective really early, but then I feel like it started to fall apart, and it was, everybody fell on the wayside.
Facts.
But
Cam, people gotta just relax on the Cam thing, man. Give him some time. Seen Jay from Florida on Twitter. Oh, they got him parked in the corner. He's stuck. He's trapped. He's not playing well, man. Just let him figure it out. Came in the game, took 2 terrible shots. Just let him figure it out, man. He got to the free throw line. Played some defense when he wanted to. Cam will be all right, man. Just give him some time.
He's new, man. He don't know his role yet. He don't even know his role yet. He went from not playing to now game 2 back-to-back games against 2 tough Western Conference teams. Like, yeah, man. All right, come on. Yeah. He's supposed to just figure it out just instantly as soon as he gets in. That's not how it works.
Cam will figure it out, man. D from NC. What's going on?
What's good, CP?
How you feeling,
bro? What's good, CK?
How you feeling, bro?
What's up,
Doing
man?
good. Well, doing better than the team is.
But, yeah, that's a fact.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. I'm looking at there and I'm wondering if it's going to be like the NFL conspiracy where Tibbs is going to say, "Oh, they were paying me to tank." So I don't know. It's just crazy the way things are going. And as far as Cam, I agree. People need to pump the brakes, but at the same time, it looks like he hasn't earned his teammates. They respect him, but they don't trust him yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, that it's going to take time with that. And as far as I keep hearing Haliburton, we should have drafted him, but I feel it would have been the same thing because we can't develop our players. So Haliburton would have been trash and Obi would have been an all-star. So it doesn't matter. So it's crazy. We just have to. I feel that we have to kind of blow the team up, but at the same time, just focus on what we want to do. And it's almost like the front office doesn't, they're not on the same page. So they need to get on the same page so that the players could get on the same page, and then everybody's on the same page.
Okay. All right, cool, man. Appreciate the call, bro.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right, so D from NC wants to blow it up. JJ from Brooklyn. JJ, what's going on?
Yo, what's good, fellas? How you guys doing, man?
What's good? What's going on?
Chilling. A couple points. First, man, McBride's got to play. I mean, he can't be worse than Kemba and Quickly. He just can't. Quickly's defense lately, he was good defensively tonight. I think he was, but versus the Lakers in his short stint, he was getting cooked by Reeves. The other night he was getting cooked every play. He can't be worse. Quickly's shot selection is just horrific. I think he should definitely be playing at least over Kemba and probably over Quickly as well. And my main point that I wanted to say was, right now, what are we trying to be? Are we just trying to be this team that's fighting for the last playing spot? Because I don't want to be that. I don't want to be in NBA purgatory. I don't want to be mediocre. If we're not going to get any stars, I'm not trying to be this team playing vets and going nowhere. Fire Tibbs, hire a developmental coach that's about playing young kids, doesn't care. I'm ready to just tear this down and rebuild this thing, and I don't care if we got a tank for a few years. I'd rather do that than what we're doing right now, because this ain't it. This position, you're just being mediocre. You're not bad enough to probably get a top 3 pick. we're going to need lottery luck right now. I think New Orleans is about to catch us. We're about to pass New Orleans for the 9th worst record, so I guess that's one good thing.
Okay.
Right now, especially with them getting McCollum.
So then we trending in the direction you want. So what's the complaints about, man? They just lost 10 of the last 12, bro. You looking for direction? They're heading south. That's the direction they headed in, man.
Yeah, but
isn't that what you looking for?
We're not going to be in a position to we're going to get like the 9th or 10th worst record. What is that really going to do unless we got lottery luck?
So you go in the lottery and you draft a good talent, man. That's why you rely on your scouts.
Yeah, I mean, say that and then we draft Obi over Haliburton. It's funny, like nobody really, even Knicks fans haven't been killing them for that. Like that's that's a blunder.
We've been saying that for the last 2 years since they got Obi here and they didn't trade Randall. What do you mean, bro? You've been watching the show every night.
No, you have, CP. You've been on that. But I'm saying like a lot of Knicks fans, like I haven't seen it until basically like today with the Haliburton stuff. Like that's a blunder. But I'm just ready. Honestly, I'm ready to rebuild and just, play young kids for a few years and whatever happens. But can I get a tank for Ivy in the chat?
Tank
can
for
you run a simulation tonight and take it down, bro?
That's a big tank, man. That's a big tank. I don't even think they could lose by accident to get that far down.
Appreciate it, man. You guys have a good one, all right?
Yeah, all right, man. Appreciate the call. If you guys are new in the chat, man, leave me a hashtag new Knicks postgame live presented by PrizePicks. CPCK2K in the building. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag. New Knicks get smoked in the Mile High 132-115. I see some people belly aching on the Cam thing. Oh, my bad. Cam for All-Star. Did we forget to put Cam's name on the All-Star ballot? Were you supposed to send Cam to Cleveland? Oh, CP, you're so wrong on Cam. You're so wrong on Cam. Whoa, I forgot. I forgot to put his name on the ballot, CK.
Yeah.
Y'all got to give me a break, man.
Look, I love Cam too.
This is why they can't handle a rebuild.
Sticking to my agenda that I feel like he is our best wing outside of RJ on this team. But like you said, the dude just got here. People are saying he dropped
30-point games with the Hawks.
Right.
He's got to do it right now.
But he's been there for how many years? We're not talking about that part. Regardless of how many minutes he got, he's been on the Hawks his entire career, so he knows the team. He has a bit of a role, knowing that he is the third, fourth wing on a team that he just got here. So yeah, right now people just grasping for things. I think that's a fun one right there. They just looking for things.
Nobody wants to give the kid time. Nobody wants to give the kid time to tie his shoes on and get comfortable with his second unit.
Right.
Now he needs to start, play 40 minutes, and let's just let it ride.
And you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna do that, suck, and then Cam ain't it. Cam's not it. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, Cam. That's what the new conversation is gonna be.
That's the problem, man. Some time, man.
Problem, man. Yeah. I feel it.
Give the kid some time, man. Yeah. Oh my goodness, man.
And to JJ's point, unfortunately, like I get it, I agree. As far as we do not know where the hell we're headed, what we're trying to do, and like you said, we are going south. But unfortunately, with the coach we have, there's not gonna be let's start Deuce McBride and this guy and that guy and just ride it out. No, because Tom Thibodeau, we could be 2-70. And Tom Thibodeau was still thinking we were a playoff team. That's just unfortunately the guy we have.
A point guard, man. Right. I'm not worried about Cam Reddish right now. We need a point. We need to. We have not had a point guard. Some of you guys weren't even born. Some of you guys weren't even watching the Knicks since we had a good point. The last time we had a good point guard. We need a point guard. Cam will be fine. Give me a point guard on this team.
You consider our last best point guard, man? You going all the way back to Steph, or are you gonna give Raymond Felton some love?
I thought first tour Rayfeld was solid. First tour.
Yeah, before the trade. Yeah, I agree.
Before the trade. Second tour was Jason Kidd helped stabilize things. First tour Rayfeld. Solid pickup. Love to pick up in free agency from the Bobcats. Love to pick up. I thought it was gonna be good for us. And
him and Stat were fun. Yeah, no, I agree.
Him and Stat had the 1-2 punch.
Yep.
Thought first tour Rayfeld was good, man. What do you guys think in the chat? Who was the last good Knicks point guard? I thought a lot of Starberries in here. I see Lynn Sanity's in here. Somebody said no Charlie Boy. Steve Francis. Oh, God.
Oh, no. What do we do? Prigioni. Oh, Lord.
Let's get to a couple more calls and then we'll talk trade deadline. Josh from ATL. Josh, what's good?
Hey, what's going on?
What's good, man?
CKCP. Just wanted to quickly chime in here. I mean, obviously, the game, I don't want to touch too much on that. Everybody knew what was going to happen with that.
Mm-hmm.
But, everybody's all enamored with the trade deadline stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just reading some stuff on Twitter. I think Steve Popper just recently put out that the Knicks have been trying to shop around every 48, but we got no takers on that contract, man. So don't know how true that is or whatever. But say, for instance, if we're not able to move him, and we got to continue to move forward with him, and it probably means we don't, move anybody to get a point guard in there. I think Alan Hahn just put out, he said, Rokas Djokovic has no idea how important he may become for New York Knicks fans. Hey, man,
sure, boy.
I know they say he's been killing stuff over in Spain. I don't know how much of that could translate over here, but we really might be looking at kicking the tires on that after this summer, man. I just wanted to hear y'all thoughts on that.
I mean, with him, we don't know. We got to see him go through summer league, go through a full training camp, preseason, see how he looks.
Yeah,
I can't. He's having a great season in the ACB league for sure. But we don't know how that translates, how he's going to play over here. He looked, he showed some aggression in the summer league when he was here. He looked pretty confident out there. That was nice. We got to see how he plays.
No, I'm not saying he's the answer. I'm just saying, our reality really might just be, just giving this guy a shot.
Well, I mean, he could.
At this point, if we can't get a Brunson or we can't get a Brogdon, we might not have a choice.
Yeah. Well, Brogdon could be a potential summer pickup if people want one who looking to Brogdon.
True.
You can't trade for him until the summertime. Now, it was reported by Jake Fisher, Bleacher Report, that the Knicks, quote-unquote, will work until the 11th hour to try to get Karis Levert and trying to give up Fournier in a first-round pick. I wouldn't have done it, to be honest with you.
For sure. You guys have a great one, though, man.
Yeah, all right, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Now, Cleveland ended up trading in a package, Rubio first-round pick, second-round pick, to get Levert.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done that. Now, that's what he claims. How true it is, we don't know.
That's my thing. I don't know how much I'm buying it, but yeah, I don't know if I'm doing that either.
Yeah. The other league news, first and foremost, one CJ McCollum, just as we spoke his name yesterday, got traded to the Pelicans. Pelicans, who were rumored to be hot after him. A team that was going to be aggressive at the deadline, trade Josh Hart, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Tomas Satoransky, a first-round pick, and 2 twos, first-round protected pick, in exchange to the Blazers for C.J. McCollum, Larry Nance, and Tony Snell. Well, I thought it was a good trade for both teams. I thought for the Pelicans, obviously, they want to make moves. They got Brandon Ingram there making noise. Obviously, Zion. Who knows if he's ever going to play, but once he does play, you figure they want to add CJ. They want to try to make Zion happy and show him that they're trying to compete for something. They still have Valanciunas in there. So, I think that'll be a nice little intriguing roster once they all get healthy. And for the Blazers now, what does that mean for Dame? They breaking up the two. What does that mean for Dame? Well, now what was just reporting that Portland is they intend to keep Dame and continue to build around Dame with one Jeremy Grant being linked to them. So it seems like they're gonna try to move some of these contracts, free up some cap space, go after Jeremy Grant. I believe they do have a trade exception as part of this deal. So they're going to be trying to go after Jeremy Grant and they're trying to go after some big names to try to keep Dame happy. Something to think about. Something to watch. Who knows, Who knows? What do you think about this trade?
About this trade, you know what? This is the one I was cool with. I know, unfortunately, we were talking about CJ McCollum. I think some people were trying to warm up to the idea after our conversation last night. And then, boom, this morning, we find out that he's moved to New Orleans. But for New Orleans, I also like the Larry Nance pickup from him as well. I know he's injured right now, too, but I think that's a nice piece, especially when you do not know what you're getting from Zion. I'm not saying he's going to be Zion-like, but, it fills a need for him. And, I think the Pelicans did they had some fun with this one. I think it helps them be a little bit more competitive. But I'm just looking at the Blazers because I just feel for Damian Lillard. Yeah, like you said, we saw the report where they're just trying to free up some space so they can hopefully go get some other piece that's gonna come over there and play with them. I don't know how true that's gonna be, but if it is Jeremy Grant, cool. I don't know if that pushes the needle any more than what CJ McCollum did, but I'm I think it's a good move. I think CJ will be fun with the Pelicans if they're healthy. If not, I think it's just gonna be another stop for him until he goes somewhere else. I don't know, but yeah, I thought it was a cool trade either way for both sides. Confusing. No, I take it back. Good trade for the Pelicans, confusing itself for the Blazers.
Yeah, it's because the Blazers, it's contingent on like a lot more moves being made.
Right.
For them to continue to shape the roster. It is a gamble, but they really have no choice right now, because they were stuck at mediocre. So we'll see how that plays
what's
out.
Dame
for
thinking?
them.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I know, I'm not expecting him to say anything. I just really want to know what he's feeling. Like, I don't know. It's so weird.
True story. For them. And then the blockbuster surprise trade today, bro, had one Tyrese Haliburton on the move. In a deal, going to the Pacers, Haliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson, Mr. Kardashian on the move. A sleeper in this deal. Going to the Pacers for Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, and Justin Holiday, bro. Haliburton is out of there. What'd you think about that?
I have so many questions. Knicks side, it's just a big, Haliburton was available, but then from just the NBA fan base side, what the hell are the Kings doing now? Like, I understood if you want to move on from Fox, right? Yeah. Because then you have the Haliburton Mitchell combination that could be fun for the future. Now it's going to be Fox and Mitchell, and then the Kings just king yet again.
Kings gonna king, man.
Yeah, they just doing what they do. I think that ultimately was the nail in the coffin for anybody who really thought that Fox was going to be a Knick after Thursday. I think that really did that. So I apologize to those Knicks fans like that. My thing was just I did not know Tyrese Haliburton was available. I don't know what they said. I don't know how they made it work, but shout out to the Pacers. As much as I hate that organization, hate that team, they always know how to get those right guys like the Brogdons, drafting Duarte and not getting Tyrese Haliburton, which I feel like are going to be steady pieces for them for the long term, and it's going to be annoying for us to deal with for a long time. But man, the Kings just kinged again, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Man. And did you see the report that they're saying that this is just the first of another move that's supposed to be coming before the deadline? Apparently, they got more coming, is what is supposed to be said.
Well,
I saw that being tweeted out.
Maybe it's part of a Harrison Barnes move.
Oh yeah, or Bagley. They wanted to get rid of Bagley and then have some bonus. I don't know how that works out, but yeah.
Well, look, as I said, I went on live a couple weeks ago, and when I was talking about the Julius for Fox thing, and I was saying that the Kings general manager, based on my research, he's under pressure, man. He drafted Haliburton. Next year he drafts Davion Mitchell, and obviously they're stuck in the mud. They're trying to make some game-changing moves to really turn the franchise around. They were aggressive for Ben Simmons. That fell apart. I still think that the Simmons Harden thing gets done maybe in the summertime. We'll see what happens there. But the Haliburton thing is surprising, bro.
Weird.
I have to think that, the fact that the Pacers are rebuilding, they didn't want to take on a Fox salary. And maybe at that point the Kings said, look, how desperate are we for Sabonis?
Yeah.
We got these three guards here. They all can't coexist. You're wasting assets.
No. Right.
Did they want Sabonis that bad that they said, let's go with the guy with the rookie contract? Because obviously that's what the Pacers are looking for, to reset these deals and not be committed to salary. So they were able to get Haliburton.
Mm-hmm. And Buddy Hield too. We're not talking about that. Buddy, that's a nice little steal.
I'm wondering if they keep Buddy.
I'm
wondering if they keep Buddy. Lakers had always been linked to him. I wonder if he gets rerouted.
True.
Yeah, because he still has some years left on his deal.
Yeah, big deal too.
Right.
That's true too.
I'm wondering if Buddy gets moved.
Yeah, especially with Duarte, and you know what, that might make for a better package because we know that we saw reports about TJ Warren as well. So maybe he's a part of some kind of deal there. Yeah, you know what, that's true because they're really in love with Chris Duarte, and they got Brogdon who's hurt, but you have Buddy Hield there. You wonder where he's gonna fit in minute wise and in the rotation. So yeah, you might be on something there.
And then look for the Knicks, and people are like, we should have got Haliburton. We should have got Haliburton. Well, they should have drafted him.
Facts.
If you drafted him, you wouldn't have to worry about this.
Oh, boy.
And as I said, with the whole when they were interested in Julius, I predicted. I said I think they're gonna go get Sabonis instead. It's a better player right now. It's a more reliable player right now. Probably better value for you right now.
Yep.
And they went out and got him. So
I just didn't see Haliburton part of it. That's it. I thought it'd been Fox because I thought, like I said, just at least with the tandem of Davion Mitchell and Tyrese Haliburton, you had that as a front court, and then you bring in Sabonis or something like that. No, they stuck true to Fox, and now I don't know. That's gonna be weird. The Kings are just the Kings. I don't know.
Kings just kinging, man. So those are the two deals that came out on trade deadline eve. We'll see what happens tonight. Wednesday night, and then Thursday deadline, man, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'll be on SNY, the putback with Ian Begley on Thursday and Friday. So we'll preview the trade deadline and then recap if anything goes down with the Knicks. So let's see what happens, man. Back to the Discord we go. Dave G on the Discord. Go ahead and mute your mic. Dave G on the Discord.
What's going on, CPCK? You guys hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, guys? Hey, first things first. Hey, man, we got 1,800 people in the chat, man. We got 300 likes. Come on, guys.
Come on, man. Yeah. Let's get those likes up, Dave. Appreciate that, man. I wasn't even watching, man. Late night, KnicksFanTV live. Let's go. Hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Let's go.
That's too low on the likes. We got to get going. I got a few things. First thing, I want to touch on a Julius thing. Mm-hmm. So I know we've been hearing a lot of Knicks fans rumbling he's not made for New York. He can't handle it, whatever. And I didn't get to follow the team as closely in 2019 because I was deployed or whatever. Didn't have real good internet. But I know he was getting pounded. He was getting pounded by the media. He was a ball stopper. He was trash. And what did he do the next year? All NBA. He was an all-star. So I'm not ready to give up on Julius. I think that these last few games, it started in the Memphis game. I saw something I hadn't seen since the beginning of the season where it was a play under the basket, BS call by the refs, and he grabbed the whole team, pulled everybody in a huddle, and gave that talk. You know what I'm saying? That was the first glimpse of leadership you'd seen from Julius since the beginning of the season. And it's since that moment, something's changed for him. I'm not ready to give up on Julius. I'm not in that hive of trade him, he's trash. But at the end of the year, if he hasn't proven, if he hasn't stepped back up, I don't know if there's something with his mental, whatever it is. But if he can get back to what he was last year, that's the guy you want on your team. Next thing is I'm actually really happy with where the Knicks are at right now. Because if we're thinking about it, Knicks are in a better position than they've been in about 15 years. They have team-friendly contracts, have a boatload of very solid young players. They've got a boatload of draft assets. They're not tied into super crazy salaries for over 30 veterans like they have been in the past, trading away all their trade assets, all their draft assets. So we're in a pretty solid. They're not just
trying to make a trade just for the sake of making a trade.
Exactly. That's what we've been GMs in the past and everything. They're trading away the future just to get one guy to try and satisfy the fan base. That you don't build anything with that.
Facts.
What you got right now, you can build. One thing I'm concerned about is IQ a 2-guard or is he a point guard? Because if he's a 2-guard, you've got IQ and Grimes. One's probably not staying. But who's going to stay? Is IQ going to get groomed to be a point guard of the future, or is he going to be a 2-guard? What is it? Because I think Grimes is probably better than IQ at the moment.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But right now, I think the Knicks are a few years away from generally being contenders in the East if it can develop. If RJ turns into what I think, I think this is pretty realistic, a better shooting Jimmy Butler. See the flash of him.
Wait, who is that?
RJ.
Better shooting version of Jimmy Butler.
Who, RJ?
Yeah.
And 3 years down the road, he's in his 3rd season. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, these guys, guys don't hit their peak. Guys don't hit their peak till they're 4th, 5th, 6th year, right? So three more years of development, I could see that type of player, because he's already a better 3-point shooter than Jimmy is now. He's a good defender. He's going to become a better defender.
Mm-hmm.
If he can get to that level,
okay.
If Cam can get to not even a PG-13 level like they're talking about, but if he can become a Chris Middleton or something, you got RJ, Cam, and Randall together. That's pretty solid.
All right.
Need a point guard.
Need a point guard, man. Appreciate the call. Appreciate the call, Dave. It's my guy Dave on the check, and you heard Dave, man. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Hit that like button, man. We had late night on the East Coast. Knicks post-game live presented by PrizePicks. Knicks get smoked in a Mile High, man. 132-115. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal, Chuck D. Everybody throw a hashtag PE in the chat. $50 super chat. He says, whatever culture we had last year is dripping away. No offensive scheme. Kenny Atkinson is a 21C coach. No point guard in NYC is embarrassing. We can't be afraid of a vet point guard. Brogdon in the summer. We tank and y'all gonna be my age before we win good.
Oh,
shout out to Chuck, man. Appreciate the super chat, Chuck. Yeah, you know, if you want to go after Brogdon, you do that in the summertime.
Yeah.
Do that in the summertime. You know, what's IQ's final role? We don't know. But this is what playing the kids is doing, right? We evaluating and we see him.
Yeah, it seems like year 2 has been a bit of an experiment on that question in itself. Like, is he a point guard? Is that something to look into, or is he just best suited as just a scoring guard, whether it is at the 1 in some situations or the 2 in some situations? I feel like, you know, we saw a lot of that last year, and Tom Thibodeau is seeing like maybe we have him right here. And you know, he's been going through ups and downs, a lot more downs, but we remember at the beginning of the year he had that stretch where we were even talking about it right here, where he was looking like he was figuring it out, you know. So yeah, it's going to take time if that's the way he's going to go. Sam said it best in the beginning. No, that's just not a role he's played for quite some time, but if it is the way we go, it's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah, that is a fact. Let me go to Notorious Redski on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Notorious Redski on the Discord. Notorious Redski going once. Oh, he's not ready for his debut, bro. We got to get him up out of here.
Come on, man.
All right. Hating Nate on the Discord. You're up next. Hating Nate. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Oh, these guys are saying ready tonight, man.
Damn.
I'm trying to get to the new callers. They're not ready asleep, tonight, CP. Man. They not ready tonight, man. You guys got to be ready on the Discord, bro. King Deej, I see you, King Deej. We're going to close with King Deej. I'm trying to get some new people in here. I see Nasser on the Discord. So, Nasser, if you're listening, go ahead and get ready. Until then, we're going to get to Michael White from Ohio. Michael White, what's going on?
Man, you know, I got to get on your tail tonight, man.
Oh, pause. And then I need you to get off the speakerphone, sir.
Yeah, man. You got. I'm on you tonight.
First, hold on, man. You got to get off the speakerphone first. Get off the speakerphone. Can't do the conference call on the show, man. We got to go regular on the handset. Yeah.
Okay, just a second.
Thanks. We'll wait.
Okay, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Edgar, you got to tell these people, man, no speakerphone. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
All right. You said several times about Haliburton. Mm-hmm. Well, I remember when Haliburton last year, when he started a lot of games. Mm-hmm. It's not fair to really say that he's a better player than Obi is. Obi wasn't getting no minutes last year. He's not getting minutes this year.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, Michael, it's not to say that it's not about who's better as a player, 1 versus 1. It's about who's a better fit, right? And the whole Obi thing was, if you're gonna have Obi here, then having Julius here doesn't make sense. If you're gonna have Julius here, then drafting Obi doesn't make sense. You have a redundant piece. To me, that's not how you're gonna manage your assets.
I agree with that, and also this trade today with Haliburton. I'm going to tell you, really, it was the Kings who fooled the Pacers because they always wanted to keep their guy. And they did. They used Haliburton to get them to trade their center because he was highly thought of. But really and truly, they wanted to keep their guy all the time, Fox. I don't think they ever wanted to trade Fox for Julius or anybody else, really.
Hard to say, man, and appreciate the call, Michael. Definitely hard to say because, you know, Haliburton was cooking, man. He was coming on strong this year. His deal is more favorable than Fox. You know, not to say that Fox is a slouch by any means. You know, 20-5 is not terrible. But I was just thinking with the contract and everything like that, it's kind of surprising. You know, I thought people league wide were surprised that they would have gave up Haliburton in that deal. But you know, the Kings were kind of stuck, man. They had these three players, all you know, playing the same position, redundant pieces. So something had to give, and it was Haliburton. And it was funny because JD sent me something. The audio is kind of low, but it was Haliburton like just last week in a Kings press conference talking about like I'm gonna be the one to turn the culture around.
Yeah, that's so sad, bro.
No.
Oh man,
you going to Indiana, pal. Good luck. Good luck, man. They begging people to come sit in those games. So hopefully they turn it around over there. Hopefully not, though. I'm a Knicks fan, but you know,
right?
It's just it's a tough business, man. Tough business. I remember when I spoke to Langston Galloway about the time when he went home to the Pelicans, signed with them in the offseason, and by February they shipped his ass off to Sacramento, bro. I said, oof. It's a cold world, boy.
Yeah.
Cold world.
Shout out to Langston Galloway, man. Oof. I love Langston Galloway.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Langston. I think he's with the Hawks G League team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
he was he was up in the league for a little bit with all the COVID mess going on, but I think he's back in the G League right now. But sticking with the Pacers though, Miles Turner.
Yeah.
What happens there now?
It's a good question, man.
You know what I mean? Like, what happens now? It's because they got rid of Sabonis. Question. Now are they gonna, you know, let him be free? Are they still trying to move him?
Right. It's a good question.
They say they should just trade him so they can just suck.
Yeah.
Well, that's either.
I mean, coming off the injury, he's got one more year left on his deal.
Yeah.
That's 17.5. So any team that's taking him, you got to figure, well, number one, he's injured right now. So that's a hard sell.
He's still hurt?
Isn't? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I thought I saw no, it says active. Turner has he's got a foot injury.
Wow.
He's got a foot injury.
All right, well.
17.5. So any team taking him, you know, you're gambling on a rental here. It's a hard trade.
Facts.
It's a very hard trade. So we'll definitely see what happens here. Shout out my guy Jay from Florida, man. I got to go back to Jay from Florida. I did ask him to call in tonight to get his thoughts on the Haliburton trade. We don't see him on the line, so I think he might have declined. I think he might have ran from the smoke. Jay from Florida. But we do have the tape. And everybody who knows Jay from Florida knows that he got his claim to fame being the anti-Haliburton guy. So right now, I just thought it would be fitting. You know, he's the guy that comes in, Leon, he doesn't know what he's doing. You know Jay already. You know what I'm saying? He comes in and he wants the whole court. Like the front office needs to answer to him. Well, here was his thoughts on the Haliburton pursuit back when we could have drafted him.
What's up, bro? I'm back again, man. I heard Haliburton's name on air again, and I'm anti-Haliburton.
Jay, it's a possibility, man. It's a realistic possibility, bro.
I'm from Tampa, bro, and you know, Knox is from Tampa. You see how Knox struggles with playing in MSG? You can't get these little small-town kids to come play in the biggest arena in the world, right? We need Cole Anthony. We need inefficient. We need chuckers. We need to sell jerseys.
We need Cole
I don't care about making the right play. I need somebody that scores 40 a night. All right, I'm bored. Haliburton is boring, bro. He's gonna be like a deer in headlights in Madison Square Garden. I love all Knicks fans, but he cannot be the pick. I agree with the Kira Lewis pick, but no Haliburton, bro. No Haliburton. That's it. No Haliburton. Look at him, bro. Look at him. Look at him. All right, man. Y'all take it easy, man. Y'all stay safe, bro.
Hey, what's good, Jay? Jay from Florida with us. What's going on, bro? This is like 2 weeks later, bro.
Haliburton 19 times at the beginning of the call, bro. Y'all stressing me out with the Haliburton, bro.
That's stressing me out, man. We can't pick him. But yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was watching some Haliburton tape, man. He look alright off the dribble. The catch and shoot is trash.
This is like 2 weeks later.
The flip flop. I might be all right
He's
with
coming
Haliburton
around
now,
to him,
though.
JL.
Oh, Cali Hive.
Uh-oh.
I might be taking a new strategy.
Wait a minute. Hold up, Jay. Hold up. Today is October 21st, ladies and gentlemen. Jay from is turning the corner on the Haliburton talk. He's folding, Jay Ellis. He's hedging his bets. I'm not taking it. I'm not allowing it, man.
Hey man, he look alright in them little YouTube videos. But yo, I think we should trade up, man. You see those? Yeah. With CP was good. P was good, man. I want to apologize.
This is like another 2 weeks.
To the homies on Twitter in the chat. I was wrong with the Haliburton thing. I'm taking it back. No Haliburton. Can't shoot off the dribble.
He changed his
Rick
mind.
Barry set shot. I'm good. We good off Haliburton. You heard, right? Let's try to do something crazy, man. I'm tired of let's play it safe. Let's just get the Vassal. Vassal looked like he with a slingshot shot trash, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then one more thing. Run it up for your boys. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like
Jay
button.
from
Comment,
Florida, man. Oh man, classic Jay sound bites, man. See, this is the good thing about our content, you know what I mean? Because we were putting all this out there. This was from, I posted this like November 2020, bro, like a year and a half ago. Jay from Florida, the classic anti-Haliburton soundbite. He's in the chat. He said, "Wifey got him locked up right now, so he can't call in." So. All right, Jay, no problem, man. But we got 3 seats, fam. We got 3 seats.
Man. Oh, man. That's funny, bro.
He said Vassell shot
he
looked like
wanted
he
a chucker.
Shoot with a slingshot, bro.
Oh, yeah. He said, I want a chucker.
He said, I want a chucker, man. I'm bored. You can't please these Knicks fans, man. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. You can't please these Knicks fans, man. You can't make them happy, bro. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't, man. No Haliburton. Jay from Florida. A couple more calls before you wrap up. So to everybody in the chat once again, man. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Knicks get watched. We provide an entertainment tonight, man. Are you not entertained? Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Caesar Sinatra. Caesar, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, CP?
How you feel, bro?
So I just want to talk about, I'm just disgusted watching this team lately. I mean, it's hard to even watch them. Mm-hmm. I honestly, it's funny because I remember when I was watching what rookies I thought were good. I saw that kid Bones Highland, and who does he remind you of? He reminds you of a better Emmanuel quickly, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look what he did to us, Mm-hmm. And I mean, with the Sabonis trade, with the Haliburton trade, now you could throw Fox for Randall. That's a dub. You throw that deal out the window. That's done. So I don't think the Knicks are going to be making any moves before the deadline. I mean, I don't know. I know we're a tough fan base, but I mean, I've washed my hands with this team. I mean, it's like a heart-wrenching loss every single time we play. Yeah. And as games, we should be winning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But thanks for taking my call, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man. Stay up, Caesar. Yeah, going into the draft, a lot of the guys we brought on here compared Quickly's Bones Highland's game to Quickly. They said that the Knicks were interested, but seemed a bit redundant there. But damn, lit us up, and he did Kemba greasy, man.
Oh man.
Even though I don't even want Kemba playing, man, I felt it for Kemba. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As an older guy, you know what I mean. Watching Kemba get showed up by the young cat, and he was pointing at him. The refs didn't even call a tech on him, man. Straight pointed at Kemba when he dropped
he
him, man.
really did, yeah, all the way back on defense.
Like we were at the Rucker, man.
Bro, but you know what pissed me off the most about that though? Instead of at least stepping like you're gonna act like you're gonna try and help Kemba Walker out and DM up, everybody, if you look at that clip, Julius, Taj, everyone got their hands up like, where's the foul? Well, meanwhile, my man's wide open and gets that open three. Like nobody gonna run towards like Highland to like at least try and do something.
Everybody was shell shocked because they thought he was gonna get the call. He did.
But yeah,
but
he didn't.
Bad, bro.
And then we got that clip now.
Bro, then pointed at him all the way down the court.
The entire way back,
man, bro. As an older guy, I felt that, bro. That was a real like get off my lawn moment, man. I was like, damn, man. This young whippersnapper got my guy, man. I was tight for Kemba, bro. I was tight, man. I was tight. You know.
But yeah, after watching them in summer league, the comp is 100% real. They have that same kind of swag. You know, once they're on, they're on. You can feel the energy when they're making their buckets compared to a lot of other guys. Yeah, and he got us tonight. He definitely got us tonight.
Got us bad, man. Good play, man. Good play.
Yeah, I like him.
Ah, man. Tough loss, 132-115. I want to shout out, man, if these guys are watching, I don't know these guys because they didn't tag us in the footage. Remember I told you guys, man, when you guys go out to these games on the road, yo, shout us out, man. Tag us in your IG stories or whatnot. But we had some Knicks fans starting an Obi Toppin chant sitting right behind the bench. My guy with the glasses had on KnicksFanTV Snap.
I saw it, yeah.
So we were out in Denver heavy. So shout out to the Road Warriors. That's what we calling them, the KnicksFanTV Road Warriors. There was another guy who tagged me who was at the game in Utah with a KnicksFanTV t-shirt on. So we traveling, man. Win or lose, KnicksFanTV Road Warriors, man. So shout out to that guy if you're watching the show. Definitely appreciate you repping right behind the bench. They even got him on TV. So cameraman wasn't bashful of flashing the logo a little bit. That might change in a little while. So we appreciate that.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Willie Cruz says, was that Taj Gibson on the Discord? So to everybody in the chat once again, let's go to Nasser on the Discord. Nasser, you ready to go? Unmute your mic, man.
I'm ready. You hear me?
Let's go. Loud and clear. Let's go, bro.
Yo, first of all, thumbs up for your squad. 600 likes. We got 2,000 in the chat. Let's get it up to 2,000.
Let's get it.
I don't know if you're playing with me or what, but you're literally putting me on the screen. That's me right there in the video on your screen right now.
Oh,
I was in Denver repping the KFTV hat, row 1, lower level, in the Knicks zone. It was, it was a beautiful game, even though I didn't expect to win. Just the energy tonight was amazing. I've been to the last 3 years, Knicks at Nuggets. I never seen any energy like this before.
Nice.
The whole section was Knicks fans.
Yeah, we were in there heavy, man.
Absolutely. We started the Obi chant. That was louder than anything else the whole entire night.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was hilarious. But one thing that's kind of crazy. Like, we were repping with Obi heavy, but he responds to the fans. We're chanting Obi. He's driving. He's attacking the rim. But everybody in that same section was repping Randall and giving him love. But he's just kind of sitting on the bench surly the whole night. I was happy to see him. I was supporting him. Everything was positive. But he just didn't give that love back to the fans. So a little disappointing. But it was a good night. And you talk about Bones Highland, man. I go to a lot of Nuggets games. That guy's always lighting it up. I was a little disappointed with Quickly tonight. Overall, fun game. But I was heated at the end with RJ. Why the hell did they put him in on garbage time?
Yeah.
I was screaming at Tibbs at the end there. So that was not right. Don't leave your starters in with 1 minute left. You just had 42 minutes up a back to back. You don't need to. We don't need that, CP. We don't need
that, man. And now he's limping off to the locker room, man. So wait, you from Denver, bro?
Yeah, I've been living in Denver the last 3 years.
Okay. Well, look, man, definitely appreciate you holding it down. Yo, this was completely random, bro. I had no idea who you. I was looking to see if you were gonna tag me on IG or Twitter.
I was putting it in the Discord chat. I was telling them, put me on. I was at the game. That's me. So you're putting my footage up, and then you called on me. So it was funny.
Yo, appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate that, bro. Call in anytime, man.
All right, appreciate that.
My guy Nasser on the Discord. Yo, what kind of timing is that, bro?
That's crazy, yeah. Because you tried to get him in earlier, right?
No, I had no idea. I didn't know who he was. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, I know. But it was the same dude that tried to call earlier and he didn't get through, or is it
I think there
else?
were a couple people who tried to call who didn't, who's couldn't connect. But I had a couple people in the queue. I had crossover. I had Nasser. I was like, this person Nasser looked like a new person. Let me go to him first.
That's wild.
It's the guy on the screen, bro.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
You teed him up and you didn't realize you did it.
Didn't even know that.
That's real point guard play right there. I'm trying to tell you.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, man. Wow. Shout out to Nasser, man. Repping all the way in the Mile High City, man. Definitely appreciate that. Okay. All right. A couple more calls before we wrap up. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CPCK2K on the ones and twos. 2 more days until the trade deadline. What will it be? Will we make a move or will the pitchforks come flying out? Well, let's see, man. Mondo from Queens. Mondo, what's going on? Mondo going once. Mondo going twice. All right, who lost Mondo? Remember the guy who was there when the guy was snoring? When we went to the guy, my man was chopping wood. Like
I can't remember who it was, but I was there, and I remember that one clearly, bro. I don't remember who it was though.
Who in the chat remembers that, man? When we went to the guy was literally snoring.
It was a late game though.
Yeah,
it was one of these. That's why.
Yeah, it was a late game. We went to my guy bad late, and he was passed out, bro. Passed out. Wild, man. E-crossover, go ahead and unmute your mic on the Discord.
Yo. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Let's go.
What up, bro?
Yeah, man. It's funny how yesterday I was talking about how RJ playing 43 minutes on a back-to-back.
Yeah.
He play, and then today he plays garbage time minutes when they had no control of this game at all. I don't know why Tibbs thought that they were going to come back. They were still leaving guys open even when the starters came back. But unfortunately, RJ is injured. Hopefully it's not too severe. Hopefully it's just a day-to-day thing. But yeah, man, speaking about minutes and Tibbs rotations, it kind of backfired on him, man. Like the team had no energy. It seemed like the Nuggets just was running them out the gym. Like every single time they were missing reads, they were missing people on the sideline. There were too many threes. Will Barton was just hitting everything.
Yeah.
He was hitting everything. And quickly, man, I remember episodes ago, I kept saying he has no layup game. He rushes his shots. He's not slowing down the game for himself. Like he's just rushed. And now that he's like in his head now, you can see it. Like he's missing people. I see Cam Reddish open a couple of times.
Yeah,
he's missing him. He misses Obi, and it's like I gotta admit, we do need Rose badly for Quickly's development because him by himself right now, it just seems like I don't know what's going on with that. But but I do want to talk about Obi, man. I gotta admit, seeing him do a couple of new moves I haven't seen before. When he did that fake post up and then spinned around and went to the lane, I was like, all right, cool.
Bro, if he would have, I think he was looking to finish that. He was looking to destroy that man on that spin move, man. He's lucky he got fouled, bro.
Luckily they fouled him because I thought that was gonna give them some energy because they needed it.
Yeah.
If he would have slammed it, it would have been over.
That was about to be something crazy. That was about to be a top 10 play, 100%.
I wish Tibbs would have played them more. I wish he would have played a couple of more players on. I like how Cam played tonight, even though he didn't shoot very well. Of course, he only shot 2 shots.
He only shot 2.
But defensively, he was harassing. He's a long dude, and he knows how to really just like get to opponents really easily. Overall, we just didn't have it tonight. I don't know what's gonna happen with the trade deadline. I'm kind of probably going with CK. I was talking to my pops too. I was saying if the Knicks don't do anything, man, I don't think JD gonna be on the show for a week, man. I think JD gonna be able to hold his composure on the live show, man.
Yeah.
Have a good one, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Have a great night.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, bro. Appreciate the call. As my guy E crossover on the check-in. Oh, I forgot to do my prize picks tonight, bro. Did you play tonight, bro?
Yeah, but I didn't do well.
Yeah, I didn't do too well either, man.
Yeah.
Thanks to Julius, I didn't do too well either.
Julius. That shout out to Julius. That was it.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to LeBron. That was it for me, man. But you guys at home, make sure you guys go play. What we mean by Prize Picks is our presenting sponsor, man. They do sponsor this show. Prize Picks is daily fantasy sports made easy, man. They have the best NBA fantasy props out there on the market, more than any daily fantasy prop operating out there in the market. And it's an easy game of choosing overs and unders. All you're gonna do is go to PrizePicks.com, sign up. At the sign-up screen, you're going to enter promo code KFTV. That's how you support us. You can download the app, too, or go to the website. When you use that code, they're going to match your deposit up to $100. So it's a good deal. You could double up on your first time playing, and then you go out there and play. You pick 2 to 5 players, and then you're going to predict whether or not they're going to go over or under a given stat in their matchups for that night. Now, last night I did come away with a couple of bucks. Tonight, not so much. But I did capitalize on the Taco Tuesday deal, CK. The Taco Tuesday deal was LeBron James. They cut it from, I think it was 28.5 to 24.5 points, and I went with the over. Can't count out LeBron with this Laker team, struggling and the offense really relying upon him. And he went for 27 points. So he got that one. My next pick, bro, there were blowouts all over the NBA tonight.
Everywhere.
And I was trying to dodge it like Frogger, man. I was trying to dodge him, but I just couldn't. Yeah. Brandon Ingram, I went Brandon Ingram over 26.5 points tonight. And the Pelicans were pretty much washing up the Rockets all night. Finished with 26. So I just missed that by 2 points. Next place I went was... look, I thought we were going to get work tonight. I thought this was going to be a 30-point blowout where the starters were going to be resting early. So I went Julius under 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and give credit to Julius. Smashed that with 44. Julius was solid tonight across the stat sheet, so he definitely snapped that. So that was a dud. Next place I went was 3-pointers. The Clippers have been giving up a lot of 3-point. I went free throws made. Anthony Davis under 5 free throws, man. He's been clanking them at the line lately. Lakers at home against the Milwaukee Bucks. AD finished with 6. So I went with the under in free throws on AD, under 5. Finished with 6, so I did not hit that one. And then the last one, I went with Desmond Bane over 2.5 threes, man. Desmond Bane having some good games against the Clippers this season. Clippers giving up a lot of 3-point attempts over the last few games. I went with Desmond Bane over 2.5 threes. My man went 0 for 5 from downtown tonight with like 3 points, So it was a tough one. Definitely a tough one, man. But like I said, you guys at home, go ahead and test your luck, man. PrizePicks.com, promo code KFTV for a 100% match on your deposit of up to $100. Okay. Final calls of the night as we wrap up. My man Ron Cleveland in the building. Let's go.
Yo.
Man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
CK.
Let's go.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, man?
Good, man. How you feeling, bro?
Man. How I'm feeling like the New York Knicks must have had altitude sickness tonight.
Yeah.
They didn't drink enough water before they got to Denver. Yeah. You know what I mean? And an inability to exercise is a part of that definition of that. Nausea and vomiting. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The Knicks look slow and sluggish. You know what I mean? They ain't surprised me.
They came out
you know
fast.
What I mean?
They came out fast, though, Ron. We give them credit. They came out fast.
Yeah, my son played football up there at college, at the Air Force Academy, man, and he used to make me laugh, telling me stories of how teams would come up there in that altitude and be gagging their guts up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it don't surprise me that they lost tonight. But man, what I want to talk about tonight is straight up front office malpractice and coaching malpractice. You heard me? Mm-hmm. Hey, front office malpractice. Leon Rose is asleep at the wheel. Ain't no way Haliburton get moved and we don't get that guy. For what Indiana gave, the New York Knicks could have got him, man. Straight up. We could have got him.
But what are you looking at? You gonna trade him Randall for Haliburton?
Man, I'm sending Randall. I'm doing CK is CP, as simple as this, man. We hadn't had a point guard forever. You know what I mean? This the cost of doing business. When you need what you got to get and teams know you need, you got to spend. You can't be cheap. And Leon been being cheap since we had him, man. I've been trying to be patient with Leon, but you know what I mean? I'm seeing a trend with this guy. He's trying to win cheap. You know what I mean? So in that case, man, I'm seeing front office malpractice and more front office malpractice. Them contracts he gave, Nerlens Noel, and I'm going to tell you why it's front office malpractice. Because now we're looking at Mitchell Robinson doing what Mitchell Robinson's doing. You can't pay Mitchell Robinson and you're paying Nerlens Noel at the same time. Mm-hmm. So the Knicks are in a conundrum with that situation. The Knicks can't pay Robinson until they move off of Nerlens Noel, get somebody to buy that contract. Hashtag he's going to end up the free agency. We might lose him. So don't think that's a foregone conclusion that we're gonna keep Mitch. Mm-hmm. Some more situation with front office malpractice. You look at the situation with Alex Burks. You paid Alex Burks all this money. Alex Burks ain't been doing nothing for the longest, and that's some coaching malpractice. How in the world Kimber Walker ain't been playing probably in the last 3 months good?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this guy keep trotting this guy out there, being Tibbs, trotting him out there, and then you bring Deuce in the game with 50 seconds left in the game. Man, that's an insult, man. Get Tibbs out of here. Leon Rose, you're on the clock. And I'm proposing that, hey, I'm telling you like this. If we don't make a trade by before that trade deadline, if we sitting on this same team, I'm telling you right now, man, I can't watch no more of this Knicks for the season, man. I'm going to have to stop watching them. And last but not least, Julius Randle, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not impressed with Julius Randle. What Julius Randle is doing on the road, yeah, you can do that on the road. But what can you do in the garden? That guy chokes in the garden. I don't need that. Hey, fellas, I'm out. This is your captain speaking. Let's gas up the plane. Let's get some people up out of here.
Ron Cleveland dropping the mic. Ron Cleveland dropping the mic. Show to Ron, man. Ron is back, man. Throw some fives in the chat for Ron Cleveland because he is back. That's my guy. That's my man, 100 grand. Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. I'm not going to overpay to right my wrongs in the Haliburton thing. That, I think, would be malpractice. I actually feel like in the ways that they are being cheap, I don't actually mind it. Because we'd be the same front office that say, man, you gave up all this for this guy. You gave up all this for this guy. If they wanted Haliburton, they should have drafted him to begin with. You don't double back and be like, well, we're going to back up the truck for him. Unless you feel like he's going to be a star. I don't see that in him. I think he's a good player. I think he'll be a good supporting cast for a team. But I'm not just going to move heaven and earth just for the sake of making a trade. And that goes for anybody during this trade deadline. What I'm looking for is an eventual evaluation of these kids. Right? This is what you guys want, right? You want to see them play the kids. So whether or not these guys get moved or not, you want to see the kids getting more minutes. And that's on the coach. And if the coach is not going to do that, then Leon, you go out and go get another coach. This is Leon and Scott Perry's team. This ain't Tibbs' team. Tibbs, they have to send the message to Tibbs, this is what we're looking to do. It's not working right now. We got to evaluate. We got to evaluate the kids. And if you don't feel like this is a situation for you, then we're going to go and get somebody that can do that. You know, he's right. The Noel deal was trash. I said it when they signed him. The Noel deal was terrible. You know, they haven't batted 1,000 on a lot of things. But I also appreciate the fact that they're not going out there making terrible trades either.
Yeah. Not yet.
They're not making terrible trades. They still have the draft capital in stock. So that's just what it is. King Deej on the check-in. King Deej, go ahead and unmute your mic. Closing the show again, bro. What's good?
Yo, what's good? Yo, I love when Ron calls, man. It feels real nostalgic. I feel like day one when I first found y'all. Like, listen, it's bad when Ron is losing patience. I never heard Ron that not even going to say emotional because that's disrespectful, but he was preaching a little bit to the gospel. Usually it's all fun and games with Ron.
Yeah.
Jay from Florida, my man. I remember those days. That's when you and me was it cool, man. Woo! CP put out the notebook. Hey, listen, everything's recorded. That's why I say it all the time, man. Check the tape. Check that tape. Listen, I don't want to talk about the game because you already know where I stood with this, man. This West Coast trip, I said it from the beginning of the week. It's tanking all the way through the West Coast, CP, CK. Mm-hmm. So 3 names that you need to know. From where we are, we potentially going to be in this little 9 to what we're 10 now, so 9 to 12 spot. Johnny Davis, Ty, and you got to pray to God that the basketball gods make you fall close enough to get Jaden Ivey. That's the only 3 names that should even be mentioned in the draft right now. But going forward, today was a dark day for me personally. Mm-hmm. because I felt, and it's not about Haliburton, because obviously the record says I wanted Obi, still do, but this game of musical chairs that we play every year for a point guard, and I just want to get into like the what if possibilities, CP and CK. Listen, I'm cool with them. I'm cool with them missing out on Haliburton and Fox and CJ, because CJ was a weird fit for me. But this game of musical chairs, and like you keep on saying and praying that somebody comes. Like we did this last year with Lonzo. CK, you're with me with this, bro. We did this last year with Lonzo, and a team that we didn't know wanted him more. So no disrespect to Brunson. I know it's all CAA love out there in this world, but we're not the only people that want him. Like, and he's unrestricted. When y'all, it's a business. CP just said that it's a business. So you know what the best thing for me was out of today, when you look at Portland, right? The two trades that they did, they literally have 4 point guards on their roster. They have Alexander Walker, RJ's boy. They got Eric Bledsoe from the Clippers. They got Tomas Satoransky. They got Dame, obviously, and then they're gonna have my man Simons. Listen, I'm not playing musical chairs no more. If they really invested in Dame, I'm calling Portland by Thursday, and I'm saying, what's up with Simons, man? What could I get with Simons? I need a point guard that fits the timeline of the kids, and I'm cool with tanking, baby, but I'm not waiting for these, the guy is gonna come because we got all the connections here. No, man. You keep on missing out on point guards, and you made the thing about the point guards, man. I don't feel like we had a point guard in here since Jay Kidd, and he was here for like half a season healthy. Like it's bad, man. You gotta stop. We as a fan base, we gotta stop turning down realistic options for this perfect dream scenario player. It's toxic. I hate that we do that. We do that with everybody. So I'm not mad about Haliburton. I'm not mad about CJ. I'm not mad about Fox. But eventually, man, they got to address this point guard situation. And that's all I want them to do on Thursday. If they don't do that, I'm going to have a problem with it. CP.
So what, you don't believe in Deuce, man? The Deuce Hive is tight at you right now, man. They're throwing tomatoes. You don't believe in Deuce? They say Deuce is the future, bro.
I said, I'm the person that coined Frida Law Firm with Grimes and McBride. It's funny they don't remember that. I coined that phrase. Okay. But Tibbs don't play kids. So, like, what are y'all asking? What are y'all asking me to do? Tell Tibbs to play a kid that he's not going to play? Because we just literally seen that he's not playing Cam unless 3 people are hurt. So that goes to show you, man. Listen, I'm here for the Frida McBrides. I'm here for the Frida Law Firm. But, as long as you got Tibbs, it ain't going to happen. As long as you got Tibbs, it ain't going to happen. I got to be realistic. So I'm just thinking going forward, you coming back home after this road trip, you're going to lose every game on this road trip. I'm letting y'all know right now. Coming back home, you're playing 3 playoff teams. You might beat Brooklyn. That's about it. Then you're going right back on the road on the West Coast, and you're going to get your butt kicked again. So that tank is going to keep on rolling, baby. I'm out.
Yeah.
Peace and love.
King Deej on the check-in, man. Appreciate the call. Great call, King Deej. Great show. 2 more days, man. 2 more days, bro.
Oh, boy.
Listen, man. We're two years into a rebuild. They overachieved and made the playoffs last year. They tried to build on it. It hasn't been working. Are they going to double all the way back on it? I don't necessarily see it that way. Right. Is there still room to get some of these kids evaluated? Yeah. By shifting some of these guys to the bench, some guys will close. And again, if this is not the coach, then you make a change to the coach. We got options, man. We got options. Yep. Got to be patient with the process. This is year 2. A lot of people want Leon to just go out there and throw stuff out there just for the sake of doing it. No. Yeah, you still got to make better moves. Don't sign Noel to a damn 3.
Right.
2 year and a team option. That wasn't it. A lot of these moves didn't turn out to be it. But like I say, man, you guys got to go out, watch this interview with Ryan McDonough. Watch that interview, man. We breaking down the business behind the trade deadline. It's not all about emotion. It's not all about emotion, man. There's a lot that has to do with the business of basketball and how these front office strategize on how they make moves. Go watch that interview before the trade deadline. My man is breaking it down for you. He's breaking it down for you. And why it's better to be showcasing these guys than to be benching these guys and playing kids. And why it's a tough sell to the owner to be saying, well, we're just going to strip everything down and start over again. It's not that easy, man. It's not that easy. Go check out that interview. Trust and believe, man. You will not regret it. Got a couple other good ones in the pipeline as well, man. CK, great show, my guy. Let me salute the super chats that have come in. 2,000 people in here rocking with us, man. Let's go.
Sheesh. Hit that like button, y'all.
Hit that like button. Let's get up to 1,000 likes, man. Tough loss, but you know, Thursday won't get any easier, and then ultimately we'll it's gonna be ugly, man. It is going to be ugly. Let's just be real. It's gonna be ugly, man. You know, this is gonna be ugly, man. So. Let me salute who I want to salute in the chat, man. Let me salute these super chats real quick. Supers. Okay, here we go. Shout out to TGI Fly. He says, can't we go over the cap to extend Mitch? Yes, we can. The most competent front office we've had in the last 20 years, and people want to get rid of it after the last 2. We need a point guard. But people just don't have patience, man. People don't have patience either way. And this is us, you know. We do not have patience for much here in this town, and it's understandable. But you just gotta ride it through, man. Are we getting a trade deadline show, Paul Robinson? Of course, man. We're gonna be here. Now, if nothing happens, we'll have one of these shows. But yeah, we're gonna do a trade deadline show either way. Ill Minds Podcast, E-Crossover, CP says, when you say giving Mitch the bag, how much would you give him per year? I give him about 15. I started about 15. I'd say 13 to 15 for Mitch. What's Noel? Noel
how many years?
10. For Mitch, I give him a 3+1.
Yeah. Agreed.
Give him a 3+1. You can trade him. Trade him down the road. Continue to develop, man. Mitch is just getting started. We don't even have a point guard for him yet.
Yep.
He's just getting through off of raw talent. We them boys, $5 super chat says we need a point guard. Leon Rose only has 1 summer to save his job. This is ridiculous. Okay, so go get Chris Paul. Manny the Don X says CK barely keeping his composure. He says somebody make sure that caller found oxygen. Yeah, I didn't know what, like, my guy that called in. He sounded out of breath, but I didn't. These days we got COVID and stuff going around. People could be on oxygen tanks. I don't know, man. I didn't really want to, neglect the situation. The quiz says, "Where's my glasses?" Yo, my glasses are downstairs, man. I can't. I've been slacking.
You still didn't bring them up
2
for him,
days in
man.
a row, man. I'm slacking, bro. I'm slacking, but I'm gonna tough it out. We'll just do a little eye exam joint here. Hold up. I think I can make this bigger though. I'm tripping. Yeah, I've been able to make this bigger. All right. I'm getting old, man. It's just technology's running away from me, man. There we go. Oh, I zoomed in. Now I can see, man.
Look at that.
All right, Manny the Don X. Oh, I got that. Jordan Bailey says Cam hasn't been able to acclimate in the offices yet, but them 30-point games starting in ATL speak to his potential. February 10th can't come soon enough. Yeah, it's all understandable, man, but this is not ATL. So just let him get comfortable here. Cynthia Wolf says CP, you still want to hold on to Tibbs? He will not change, so why do we need to put up with him for another 2 years? Because as I said, man, the next guy you bring in here, you want to play the kids, you want to do this and third, you're going to run him up out of here the same way, man. Knicks fans are never satisfied. Tibbs has his warts, he has his faults, but we do the same thing with everybody, man. Fizdale was playing all the kids, right? He's playing Knox, he's playing Moutier, we're going to get you right, kid. He's playing DSJ, and what happened to him? Found himself on an unemployment line. That team didn't even have nearly the expectations that this team has. But yet you had a Scott Perry and what's this, Steve Mills press conference talking about, we're disappointed and this, that, and the third. This is what happens in this town, man. These guys get ran out of here.
That all did happen.
Huh?
I said that all really did happen. Not too long ago.
Wasn't Kevin Knox starting on this team many moons ago?
He was.
All right? Team wasn't good. So, it's just tough, man. You got to be patient, bro. Be patient with the process. Joseph John says, from a player's perspective, is there a correlation between an outdated offense and a defensive execution? I believe the reason Tibbs lost the locker room. Well, I think some players will say, you know, when your offense isn't clicking, it affects you on the defensive end. But overall, Tibbs needs an offensive coordinator. You know, the Johnny Bryant thing wasn't surprising to hear because Ian Begley told me that you know, they don't really have an offensive assistant coach. They kind of just go by what Tibbs wants to do. You know? They say Fizdale didn't have any type of strategy. Yeah, I'm not saying Fizdale was a great coach, but he played the kids. He did what you wanted. And he wasn't successful at it. Daniel Perez says, so the Knicks can't get gifts, the damn Kings organization. Papa171 says, nothing is going to look good until the Knicks get a real point guard that takes control of the offense. It's been the biggest issue the Knicks have. Heck, Brizo, Frank was playing under Fizdale too. Heck, Brizo says, fire Tibbs pronto. Brandon Guest, $5 Super Chat says, do y'all think a chance to sign Brogdon in 2023 just went up with his Haliburton deal? If so, the Knicks may wait till the offseason or next year's deadline. Paul Robinson says it's over. The starters are not good and will most likely get lost rest of the year. We got 39 hours to do the right thing. If not, it's a wasted year. It's been a wasted year, man. They lost 10 of the last 12, bro. Come on, man. Can't get no worse, man. It's been a wasted year, bro. It's been a wasted year. June Smith says $5 Super Chat. So let's call it what it is. Tibbs has lost the locker room due to not holding all players accountable. Mont Blanc Nolan says it ain't all bad. We could be the Kings, guys. Willie Cruz says Tibbs is a career-ending coach. Why were our starters out there at the end of a blowout? First Lady of Sports, got that one. It's Field says CP. When it's time to read the Super Chats, we need a sound Dudley Boys soundbite. CP, get the glasses. Smash the like button for your boys. Yeah, I got to work on my sound machine, all of that, man. I got all of that ready to get programmed. I got to do that. Kenny Gale's legs gone all game. 20 seconds left in the blowout after 900 minutes and 3 games still in the game. They're stubborn and they're just idiotic. Yeah, that's a fact, man. Great show. And as we said, man, Thursday night. Do or die for some of you in the chat. Boy. Any final predictions for the trade deadline, CK? Any final predictions?
I'm not changing my stance.
Okay.
Especially after today. Yeah, that we're gonna be seeing the same starting 5 against Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, I don't. You know, unless they find, unless they waive Kemba, which is possible. Or they find a home for Burks, which is still possible.
I just don't see them just getting rid of Burks just to get rid of Burks. I don't see it.
It's tough, especially with no reliable point guard right now.
I'm saying, I don't see it.
It's kind of hard. It's possible, man. Anything's possible. So
yeah, facts.
Let's see how it works. We'll see you Thursday, man. Thursday.
All right, bro.
West Coast watch along. We'll do the trade deadline show as well. West Coast watch along. Look out for your notifications, man. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Knicks get washed in the Mile High City once again, man. 132-115. And we out of here, man. Peace.